So are you interested in what's in my camera bag? Well, today we're gonna go ahead and check out what is in my camera bag, and that video is coming up next. All right, it's 2021. Are you ready to find out what's in my camera bag? Let's go ahead, get started right now. All right, first off, I have the ThinkTank Streetwalker hard drive version 2.0. This is my main camera bag. This is the one that I take everywhere that I'm going. This is a huge camera bag that can fit everything that you need. It's got a tablet and laptop pouch down here in the back. It's got front pockets up here so you can store some stuff. Side pockets as well where you can store passports and things like that, water bottles. If you're interested in me doing a full review of this bag, go ahead and comment down below. Review the Streetwalker. But the reason why you're here is because you want to find out what is in this camera bag. What do I use on a daily basis? What do I have? What have I upgraded from 2020 to 2021? And today we're going to go ahead and do that. As many of you know, I did sell my Sony a6400 and I have upgraded to the Sony a7C. Let's go ahead, crack this open. I'll show you exactly what I have inside. So go ahead, open this up. Oh yeah, there we go. So as you can see, there's plenty of room in this bag to store pretty much everything that you're gonna need for an everyday shoot. So what do I have in this bag? Well, first off, right here in this slot right here, this is where I keep my Sony a7C. Obviously it's on the camera right now. I'm using it, I'm shooting with it, so I can't show you that, but this is where I store the Sony a7C. I also have my Sony ZV-1. This is the case I keep it in. I use this to travel back and forth from work. I use this as a webcam actually. If you're looking to up your webcam game and you just basically have one of those little cameras on top of your monitors, consider picking up the Sony ZV-1. It doubles as a webcam. I either did a full review or I'm looking to do a full review on the Sony ZV-1. I'm gonna tell you why I'm very excited that I picked this up. Using this as a webcam has really improved my zoom quality. All right, so that's where I keep the Sony ZV-1. All right, so we'll take a tour of the bag. First off, over here I have an accessory for the Sony ZV-1. This is the ULANZI wide angle lens. It doubles as a macro lens, but this gets the Sony ZV-1 out to an 18 millimeter focal length, because if you've tried to vlog with the Sony ZV-1, it's a little bit too tight. So using this takes it out to an 18 millimeter. It does have a filter thread on it, so you can mount ND filters on it, which is really awesome. Even though the Sony ZV-1 has an ND filter built right in, if you really want to get all the way stepped down in really bright conditions, you're going to want to put an ND filter on there. Go ahead, if you're interested in me doing a video on how that works, go ahead and comment down below with Sony ZV-1 wide angle. All right, so that is the ULANZI. Also over here, I have one of my favorite full frame vlogging lenses. This is the Sony 20 millimeter f1.8 G lens. Love this lens. This is a really good lens. It's wide enough so you can do some vlogging, but the image coming out of it is really good. So if you're vlogging with your Sony a7C, it's a high quality lens. I highly recommend that lens. As we keep going down here, this is the Zeiss Batis 85 millimeter f1.8. This lens is the ultimate portrait lens. It is super light. It's the lightest 85 millimeter on the market. Even though it's 5 years old, I really enjoy using this lens. I feel that the images are really nice coming out of this lens. It gives you some great bokeh. If you're looking for bokeh, there's your lens. This right here is usually where I sit the Sigma 16 millimeter. Now it is an APS-C lens, but I'm actually shooting on it right now. I have it on, and it's a 24 millimeter equivalent, and it automatically puts my Sony a7C into APS-C mode. So that was my favorite lens, hands down, when I had my Sony a6400. So I decided to keep it. Instead of upgrading to a 24 millimeter lens, I decided to keep it. And as you can tell, the image looks pretty nice, doesn't it? So that's the Sigma 16 millimeter. That usually goes right here. Like I said, the Sony ZV-1 is usually here. Coming down the pipe here, do have a new lens, which I'm looking to do a review on. This is the Laowa 12 millimeter manual focus lens. This is a great real estate lens. So this lens is manual focus. It goes down to an aperture of f2.8. It is manual focused. It's really, really wide. So, and it is a zero distort. So basically, this lens isn't going to give you any distortion. It's got this huge front element on it, which is bulbous. So unfortunately, it cannot take ND filters. So if you're going to use this thing outside, you're going to have to stop down, or you're going to have to get the special ND filter adapter diopter. That's the Laowa 12mm. So far, really liking this lens. Gonna be doing a full review on this for you guys coming up. All right, so if you're interested in picking up any of these products, there will be links down in the description below. Feel free to use those links. Those are affiliate links and they do help support this channel. So thank you so much. Couldn't do it without any of you guys. So next up, I have the Sigma 24 to 70 f2.8 lens. I did a full review on this. I'll go ahead and link this one up in the cards above, but this right now is my favorite thumbnail lens. I love shooting at that 35mm focal length. I think that just makes those thumbnails look so good, so crispy. Yeah, I love the zoom range on this thing. The 24 to 70 is a great zoom range if you're looking to do any sort of photography. This might be the lens that I use the most when I'm not using a lens for vlogging. Over here, kind of an audio geek here. I have my Rode VideoMicro right here. It goes right over here. Haven't decided if I'm gonna keep using that or if I'm gonna switch over completely to this one right here. This is the Deity D4 Duo. Love this thing because you can actually be behind the camera and talking at the same time, and it's gonna pick up that audio. I do really like this one, and I have been using this. It's got the 2 windsocks. The other nice thing is too, you can also hook in another port here. So if you want to do like a lav mic on top of this thing, you can definitely do that. Haven't figured out exactly how to get this thing in here without bending that shock mount. So over here, I do have a dead cat for the next microphone that I'm going to be showing off. So I keep that right here. And the next microphone that I have is the Deity D3 Pro. That's actually what I'm using to record audio right now. But what I keep in here is I keep that in there along with the cable for the D3 in here. Unfortunately, with the Sony a7 III, when you run along cable back to the camera, unfortunately, you do need a TRS cable versus a TRRS cable. The Deity does come with a TRRS cable, I think it is. So it's got the 3 prongs here. That won't work when you're trying to boom the mic. Also, I have my Rode cable in here, my charger. Also keep these little gel packets around because they help absorb moisture. I keep it in the case that it came in because I do find the case to be super handy, super helpful. And I just tuck that right in there and it gives me a little extra security with that microphone. Over here, I do have the Peter McKinnon battery pack from NOMATIC. In here, I have my Sony A7C Z batteries. So I keep 2 Z batteries in here. And then I also keep my Sony ZV-1. I keep an extra battery in here as well. Love the magnetization of it. And it's kind of nice. It tucks nicely right in there. Of course, got to have one of these, a sensor cleaner. So do a little blowing on the sensor and get that dust off. The bag came with a rain pouch. I haven't even opened this yet, but came with a rain pouch, so just kind of keep that right in there. There you go. So yeah, so if you're liking this video, go ahead, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Really helps out the channel. It helps promote it out to other people. So thank you so much for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. And then over here, I do have a accessory pouch. If you've seen any of my What's in My Camera Bag videos, you'll know that I love this accessory pouch. Got a couple cables up here. Also have another Sony ZV-1 battery in here for extra, because if you're going to be using that Sony ZV-1, it's going to burn through a lot of batteries. So you want to make sure you have that. Batteries and other things in this pouch, and that powers any flash that I might need if I'm using a flash on top of my Sony a7C. Chargers, whatnot. So an accessory pouch, you know, you got it. And also, if you're looking to use a lav mic, pick this up from Sydney Dionson. Put the Toubé tape right here underneath. Creates a nice little seal here. That goes right there. I do have some additional accessories in my bag. So I do have a passport color checker, an X-Rite color checker. This thing was quite expensive. It was $149, but it definitely helps out with the colors to make sure that your colors are all accurate. So you can definitely mess with your colors and make sure that everything lines up properly. It's got the color checker, and then it also has the white balancer here. Also, keeping with my orange Sony theme, I do have a Honskey, I think it's how you say it. Honskey memory card case. You can fit up to 8 memory cards in here. I do have a Sony 64mm card. It came with the Sony ZV-1 through an accessory bundle. Kind of a little extra peace of mind. I got a Sony card here. That's pretty much the main accessories that I have in here. I'll go ahead and show you these. I still have these. Debating whether I should upgrade to the Peter McKinnon variable ND filters. Go ahead, do me a favor. If you have those, drop me a comment down below. I'd love to find out, are those things really good? I was looking at the Signature 2 series. Not really sold on the Pro Mist filters, just kind of, I don't know, the blooming highlights. I don't know if I'm into that, but do me a favor, like I said, leave me a comment down below if you have the Signature 2 ND filters and if they are definitely worth the price. filters, but these are the K&F variable ND filters. They have no X pattern on them. They're really nice. They do the job. They're in the $60 to $70 range. So like I said, they do the job. I have the 3 to 7 stop along with the 2 to 5 stop. A little power tip here. What I've done is I labeled here with masking tape, so this way I know which one's which. Also, I have another gray card. If you haven't seen my video on how to properly white balance a Sony camera, I'll go ahead, link that up in the cards above. Go ahead and check that out. That is one of my most viewed videos. Thank you guys so much for checking out that video. Really appreciate it. It's definitely helped a lot of people, so really appreciate the support, the subscription, all of that you guys have really stood behind. I cannot tell you how much and how thankful I am. We're about to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. Maybe by the time you're watching this, we're way past 1,000. Any way you slice it, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. I'm so proud and privileged to know that every time you guys hit that subscribe button, you're basically saying, hey, like what you're doing and please do more of it. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification so you don't miss out on my future videos. Appreciate that, guys. So that's what I have in my camera bag for 2021. Like I said, this has a laptop pouch. Not sure, I might be upgrading to a gaming laptop at some point to help with video editing. We have one main computer that I've built in the house. Not sure. I think I might end up upgrading to a laptop so I can do some video editing on the go. Makes it a little bit easier. You're sitting on the couch doing some video editing, you know, versus having to manually sit down at the computer to do it. All right, so if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you have any questions regarding any of the equipment that I talked about, feel free to go ahead and leave comments down below. Again, there are affiliate links down there, so if you're looking to pick up any of this gear, I'd really appreciate it if you use those affiliate links. Again, they do help support the channel. If you like this video, I'm sure you're gonna like the video on the screen now. It's about another piece of gear that could help in your filmmaking process. Before you leave, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Brian, out.